everyone, today I would actually like to show all my photo card collection up until February 2022. I've actually wanted to do one of those videos for a really long time, but I didn't get time to film one, so today we're gonna do it. There has been a lot of changes I made over my photo card collection over the past, I would say, 3 to 4 months. I have dropped certain groups and members, and I also added some other groups. I would say that it has a lot to do how I want to collect moving on in the future, and it has nothing personal against certain groups or certain members. Obviously, I really still enjoy all the groups I stay, and dropping a certain photo card collection has nothing to do with like my love for certain groups or members. It's just basically how I feel about collecting them. I haven't really done any photo card sorting type of video for, I would say, a couple months now. Mostly just because I only receive cards 1 or 2 per month, and it's been kind of slow over the past, I would say, 3 months. So that's why I didn't film something properly. But you may see some new cards in this collection, and I'm really excited to show you guys what I have now today. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump in and get started. This is actually my first binder. I have decided to separate my boy group binder into kind of 2, which are my alt binder and then just a normal boy group binder. And obviously I still kept my girl group binder as it is. So this is my ultimate binder. The reason I have it separated just because first, obviously the boy group binder got a little bit thick. And then also I expect B2B to make more content, obviously, so I want to free up a little bit space so we can keep growing this binder. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump into my B2B collection. So there's not much have changed for my B2B. Obviously, Handshake's my bias. I'm really excited that he's back from military and B2B is going to have a comeback. So obviously there'll be a lot more coming for B2B content in this channel. But in terms of older photo card and stuff, nothing really changed. So I have all his Korean photo card finish. I'm not gonna point every single card, but if you have specific interest on where a certain card came from, please feel free to just comment down below. So yeah, this is all his Korean photo card. It's not that much, but obviously I don't think photo card was a big thing early, like Gen 2, early Gen 3, you know. So I'm just glad I was able to get this collection most caught up for now. Yeah, so that's all the photo cards. I am also collecting larger item by him, so I'm missing this bookmark, but I was able to find this on Mercari, I think just last week. Yeah, I was super excited when I found it, because this is the one of the bookmark, the other bookmark I was trying to find for like years, but finally I was able to find it. I did have to purchase with the album, but I don't care. Like, as long as I have it, I don't care. So yeah, stay tuned to that. I'll have a new Q package coming pretty soon. But yeah, that's just all the larger inclusion. I have a random Mika killer. That card is so cute, so I'm just keep it out there. I did have both postcard. I have extra P&L to fill the space. There are just some other random members. I mean, I love all members of B2B, so I obviously don't care to keep some extra ones. Yeah, in terms of bookmarks, I am still missing this is a bookmark from Hanshake. I'm kind of wanting to trade one of these 2 cards, so it's kind of a better in the space. But yeah, I think I'll work on it eventually. These are probably lower priorities. So moving on, we have all Handshake's Japanese photo cards. Yeah, so these 2 are just freebies, but they're really cute, so I just keep it out there. But all the other cards are his Japanese stuff. And then moving on, we have his solo album card. I don't know how I feel about this 5 card pattern, but I think it works for now. I guess if he has more solo album, which please do, I will just add a photo card in the same page so it more feels better. Personally, I just prefer a full 9 pocket page. I don't care if I combine errors and stuff together. I just love full 9 pocket pages, so that's probably why. But for now, I'm just happy with the 5, and I'm glad he did selfies. Like, honestly, B2B, when did B2B do selfies? Never. So yeah, I'm just really happy I got like selfie card by him. But yeah, that's his solo stuff and the Taken and stuff. And moving on, this is something that I've been working on for a while. I do want to collect some OT7 sets back in the day. So this is the Winter's Tale set. This is one of my favorite sets by BTOB, and I just want to collect maybe just one OT7 set. The thing is that their older cards are extremely expensive, and I really cannot justify paying that much for the card. So I don't know when I can finish this, but this is the progress I've made so far. And we just move on to a new era. So for To Be Together, their third full album, which come out in a week, I will be collecting OT6. So I have a little bit set up there. They're basically just empty spaces. I didn't put like sticker notes or something because I know pretty well about the age and stuff. So we'll just like get card in as it goes. But for now, let's just skip it. And then we have just a random page for BTOB for you. I managed to get a full page of Photocards through their 2 releases. I'm really happy with the page. We got all 4 members, and the part looks really nice. So I'm happy with it. I don't want to go back and collect anyone specifically, but I love all members, obviously. So yeah, that's just where we are today, and some larger items as well. So moving on, we have their seasons grading. So these 3 cards I think are Handshake season grading in 2019, I think. Yeah, but we also have their newest seasons grading card. These are so cute. Yep, a little bit larger ones, and the postcard sets. Yep, so that's and we also have some larger like poster one package stuff here. So yeah, so that's pretty much all my BTOB collections. It's definitely not as large compared to some other goods, but obviously BTOB doesn't have much in general, and the older stuff are extremely expensive, and that's probably why I didn't go back and collecting more of them. But I do want to dive in a little bit more for their future comebacks, which we know will happen a lot, hopefully. So yeah, that's basically BTOB, and we can move on. So obviously this is the Outbender, so I did throw Wannaone in here as well. My bias Wannaone is IZONE, so his collection are mostly complete for Wannaone era. I did also put his solo stuff in because I just don't feel separating them, even though technically IZONE is not my old as a solo artist, but I still love him so much, and I seriously don't care. I'm really glad we got Wannaone content. Like, I'm so emotional when I look at their stages and her beautiful, but I don't want to keep my hopes high. I know there are rumors that they're gonna do albums or concerts and stuff, but I don't want to keep it high. I think it's not that realistic, but we'll see how it plays. I will be more than happy to support if they have more albums out. Like, oh my god. But anyway, yeah, so that's his album stuff. It's nothing changed over like 2 years, I think now. I did also have his Kano card, and this is his first mini album side. So I was able to finish all 8 cards from this release. And moving on, this is for his special mini album, Dear Diary. He has 10 selfie and 10 Polaroid style. I was able to get 6 out of 10 for the selfies and 5 out of 10 for the Polaroid. These cards are pretty hard to come by, so yeah, if you have anything willing to sell for good price, do let me know. But yeah, that's my progress so far. I think IZONE in general will be my like chill collection. I don't want to stress over it. It's one of those things that I don't care if I was ever able to finish it. I just really enjoy the process, but don't want to stress over it. Yeah, so we move on to Temperature of Love, which is his second mini albums. You can tell like the pages are pretty sad. This card are even harder to get today, so I'm not gonna stress over it. Just get card as what I have. And this is more like a non-album page. So we have, I think these 2 are one-on-one stuff, and all the others his pops from this Temperature of Love era. So yeah, that's my progress for IZONE, and we have some larger items as well, and some older one-on-one stuff. And then finally, I have just thrown out a little page for 9 Muses. They are my ultimate girl group, but unfortunately I only discovered them after their disbandment, so I was never there when they were like promoting. But I did get all the album I can. A lot of their older ones are out of print, and they're so expensive today, so I didn't get all the albums, but I was trying to get a few ones, and these are just cards I pulled. I'm not gonna too fuss on collecting them. basically impossible today now, but I will be more than willing to keep the card I pull. So yeah, that's all I have for my old binders, and we can move on to the next one. Hi, I'm back. So the next binder we have is actually my boy group binder. So this one has quite a big amount of changes. So if you didn't notice, this is a new addition to this binder, which is my IZONE collection. So if you don't know, IZONE is a Japanese group that came out of Produce 101 Japan Season 2. I absolutely obsessed with them and I just really just caved and decided to collect them. My bias for this group is Hyumu. He is the main vocalist of the group. I really adore his voice and his personality and everything, and I have caved and decided to collect him. Obviously, J-pop works pretty differently than K-pop, and I feel like the community for collecting II were really small in the US as well, so I don't want to commit it too much. The only card I was trying to find are their more like normal cards from Mercari Japan. I was able to find like all 3 cards from their first single A and a HMV card. So that's what I have saved for it. It's in my Neokill package right now, so that's why I didn't put fillers in. So eventually we'll have them filled out a little bit. They are going to have a comeback in April, which I'm really excited as well. Obviously they have a huge amount of merch cards. I think that's just pretty typical for J-pop group. I am not going to collect any of these. I think for my IZONE collection, it will be really chill. I just get whatever I can get in Mercari. I don't even think trading is possible right now, so I'm just gonna just do my due diligence and collect things I can find and not be too stressed over this. So yeah, it's kind of sad right now, so but I think we'll fill it out throughout the time. They just debuted in November last year, so they're still a rookie, if you don't know. So moving on, we have Golden Child. There's not much change of my Gold Child collection. I'm collecting Donghan right now, so this is all his previous album photo cards. Yeah, Gold Child had some really cute cards, but it was also quite a lot. So yeah, this is my collection for Donghan. I did manage to finally finish my Game Changer collection. I love how it looks. It's really cohesive in the binder and it's so pretty. But it's a lot. So maybe next time can we just get less card Willem Entertainment. So I did manage to be all caught up right now. So these 3 in the bottom and these 2 are the Dara card. So I am up to stay for Donghan and I'm just waiting for their next comeback, keep collecting. I did also have kind of a random page for Donghan. These are the fan club cards and I also have some season's greeting. This is a casual collection. I'm not collecting everything by him. I'm just gonna buy whatever I can and available. These 2 are empty right now. I may just fill it in if I can find some other older cards by him, non-album. And this is the page for pre-orders. I have 4 cards right now. I probably would just get 1 pre-order per era. I usually join group order for Gold Child albums, so like I usually get Donghan pre-order through group order, so I'll probably just keep adding in the future. So yeah, that's what I have for Donghan. I did cap the page of Seungyeon here. If you don't know, Seungyeon used to be my bias and I used to collect him fully as well, but again, Willem got a little bit crazy over the photocard conditions, and unfortunately I have to drop him. I really want to collect both him and Donghan, but it's just not realistic today, and I felt myself much happier just collecting 1 member for Gold Child. So that's why we unfortunately had to drop him, but I love him dearly still so much. And this is a page of cute photocards I really cannot get rid of. So yeah, that's why we have a page of Seungyeon here, and then some larger items. The pre-orders and stuff, and we also have all the film card from Game Changer and some of the other season's greeting and fan can stuff. So yeah, that's all I have for Golden Child. And moving on, next group we have On and Off. So this is a new addition to the photo card, but I think I've talked about it quite a while. So my bias for On and Off was Jaina's. Honestly, I think On and Off have skyrocketed their place in my bias list, and I really adore him. I loved him since 2019. Like when I first got into K-pop, like On and Off was one of the groups I really enjoy, but I think for the longest time I had trouble figuring out who is my bias. And it's just like a constant struggle over like past 2 years, I think. But eventually, I think I've settled down on Janus. So he is my bias, and I'm going to collect him fully. It does help a little bit that ONF is on a little hiatus due to military services, so I can caught up on their older stuff. But their older cards are pretty hard to find, so we'll see how it played out. I finished all the Y album, and I also think I'm most caught up with spin-off. I have a couple one coming. I think I'm just missing one. And my name is the era. I probably need to work a little bit harder. And we finished my city of On and Off, and we are also done with popping. So I think I've made a pretty good progress over like just past 2 months. I think I only decided to collect him, I think in December or maybe in November time frame. So it's not that long, and I'm really happy with my progress. Obviously, Goosebump will be a little bit challenging, but I have actually got a lot of cards coming from Nukio, so this page will be filled out a lot better, I think, in a short amount of time. But yeah, we can just skip those, and we also have some larger postcard and stuff. So that's all I have for On and Off. This is definitely a collection I'm really excited about, and my obsession with them has grown over time, even after Goosebump promotion. So finally, we have 100%. This was kind of a sad, but they unfortunately disbanded already, and I'm all caught up with the photo cards. This member is Rokan. He is my bias 100%, and yeah, I have both his album photo cards, both his Korean album photo card and Japanese album photo cards. So unfortunately, I don't see a lot of activity by him now, so probably this is just a closed collection right now, but I do want to throw it in the back of my binder. This is Hanjin, like I just pulled him and just kept him here, but anyway, yeah, unfortunately, 100% never got the recognition he deserved. There's such a great group. If you did follow my channel, you probably realized there are a couple collections I've dropped. Specifically, I've dropped Field Out from UMB and Kun from NCT/WeV. Like I said previously, I still love both groups and both members dearly. They're just kind of getting harder and harder to collect, more expensive, if I would say. So I think I just don't have amount of enjoyment of collecting these cards compared to all the other collections I have right now. So that's the only reason I've dropped them, but obviously I still love them a lot. And yeah, that's all I have for my boy group binder, and we can move on to my girl group binder. We are looking at my girl group binder, and if you notice, this is a new addition for my collection, which is Everglow. So Everglow is probably my favorite active girl group right now. Like, I've been obsessed with them since Adios came out. Like, I've always loved Everglow. I really enjoy all their music, all the members, and everything they have ever done in the past. However, my struggle with Everglow is first, they are pretty expensive to collect. I think they're still pretty underrated in terms of physical sales and stuff, so I don't find a lot of people collecting them, and every time I do find people collecting them, the cards goes pretty expensive. So that's the reason why I was hesitating into collecting them. And the second reason is because I, again, with On and Off, struggle quite a lot with bias. I think I've, at this stage, biased all 6 members at a certain point. So it's really hard for me to pick a member to collect, and I also don't want to commit to OD6. So that's why I was struggling the idea back and forth, but eventually I think I've settled on my bias, which is Onda. I think she always caught my attention, but I just don't want to bias her because she's the, like, less line, less screen time, you know? Like, I don't want to bias her because of that. And for a certain time, I was, like, struggling, like, did I pay more attention to her because people were always talking mistreatment of her, or if I actually liked her, you know? Like, I had to really struggle with the idea, but eventually I think I'm pretty settled that I just love her as she is. Like, she always grabs my attention even if she doesn't have lines, and I'm just really drawing toward her, and she has become my bias for sure in Everglow. Obviously, this group, like, rocks. Like, every single member, oh my god, like, every single member is such a strong bias breaker. Like, I think I'm settled on that. But yeah, let's hope that's the case. I don't have plan to pick another member right now, but hopefully in the future there's a potential there because I love them so much. So yeah, that's starting my own collection. You can see I already added some cards in. Her older cards, like Everglow in general, older cards are really expensive, and I just don't want to pay that amount yet. But we'll see how that played out. But I did manage to find one Hush card, and I think I'm done with her. Yeah, I think I'm done with her La Di Da album. I refuse to call the full name of the album because obviously the name is like, yeah, so I'm just gonna refer to the La Di Da album. So yeah, I think I'm done with La Di Da. I am mostly done with First or Last Melody. I am still missing one card, I think. Yeah, I think I'm just missing one card. I did mark it off, but the order got cancelled, so I am still missing one card. But yeah, I'm mostly done with First. There are a couple one coming from Nuclear as well, and I just need to work a little bit harder on Return of the Girl. This albums is fantastic. I love it so much. Pirate, oh my god. I play that song so much. But anyways, yeah, it's still a starter, but I think I made a pretty good progress just within like a month. So I'm gonna keep working on this, and I'm really excited for Everglow. And finally, we have IZONE. So obviously this collection has completed. My IZONE by Snuggle. I probably will just go over the collection I have right now. So I have all their Photocard and Keynote cards. IZONE in general is a pretty easy to collect, so I was able to finish this quite a while back, and I was really excited. The card works so well in the binder. Like, I love my IZONE collection. This is probably my favorite collection in terms of aesthetic in the binder. I think this is probably my favorite collection. I really enjoy it. And Nanako is such a bias. You know, like, I love her since Produce 48. Like, she was my #1 pick. So I'm really happy she made it to the group, and I'm just really glad I was able to support them. And again, we have a little bit non-album from Nanako. I didn't collect everything because IZONE has a lot of photo cards, so I didn't collect every non-album, but I did handpick a few ones I really like. And yeah, this is such a pretty page. And another one. These are just kind of things that come in a bundle, so yeah, I just keep that. And we also have all her larger inclusions and Keynote stuff. IZONE was the only group I managed to collect all Keynote just because it's actually pretty accessible. So yeah, that's why I have all her Keynote stuff and some of the larger non-album inclusions as well. So yeah, that's actually all I have for my girl group. So I didn't collect as many girl group I would like to, but I feel like I want focusing more on the collection that I'm working on right now before I pick up a new group. There are a couple of groups I have in mind that I might pick up in the future, but also with BTOB being more active and me collecting on-off Everglow right now, it probably will get a little bit harder, so I don't want to commit to them yet. So we'll see how it plays out. But yeah, that's basically all I have right now for collection. I know this is not as large compared to a lot of other channels, but this is a pretty impressive in my personal mind. Like, I've done so much for these collections, and also I know that people have different financial background in terms of how they can collect. I think I'm financially pretty blessed that I was able to manage collecting as much as I am today, but obviously I totally understand that different struggles people have, and I personally have struggles with spending this amount of money on photocard collection. I'm not gonna be lying. But end of the day, I think this really makes me happy, and it really helps me both like mentally, just like to stress, like for my stress reduce, and just for my obsession with like sortings and just like organizings and stuff. So it really helps me quite a lot. So that's why I enjoy collecting photo cards as much. Obviously, collecting versus not collecting, spending money, it's no way justifiable of how much you love certain groups. So this is just how I do it. I just really hope that you enjoy everything I've shown today, and please also be excited of BTOB's next comeback, because there will be a lot more content coming on for their albums, and I am really excited for that comeback as well. So yeah, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you soon. Bye!